Hi, hello, Doodle Crew. Welcome back. We're here with another October Drawloween, Drawtober, Inktober, spooky drawing thing stream. Yeah, it's October and we're drawing. Let's do that. So I'm super happy. We are back again, and I am very excited for this prompt. Not for my own art, but for the rest of the art that is going to happen on here, because y'all, we are drawing some. Exactly. We are drawing some cute monsters. So it is Cute Monster Night here on the Doodle Crew. So I would love to go around, have everybody introduce themselves, and then we'll get to some cuteness. So starting with you, Nicole. Hi, welcome.
Hi, hello. I'm Nicole. I'm also known as Mayor Squish on the internet, so
Yay!
that's cool. And I'm gonna try and draw some cute animals today, dressed up as monsters.
Yay!
We'll see how it goes.
Much excite. And I know you have been kicking butt at drawing every day in October. Are any of your October pieces up and available on that amazing Etsy of yours yet? Or
Well, they're not on Etsy yet. However, I've been looking at making some prints over on Redbubble.
Heck yeah!
So that's coming soon.
Excellent. Yeah. So definitely make sure you follow Mayor Squish so you can see when that happens and you can get yourself some. There's tiny monsters in my room right now, apparently, too. And Joey, what about you? Hello.
It's me, Joey, who you can find everywhere on the internet at Slooty Mage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing well. Happy to be back for my second season 2 episode here at the Doodle Crew. Tonight I'm gonna do some cryptids as Chibi Mon girls. So.
Oh, that's the most Joey thing ever, and I love it. I love it so much. That's wonderful. That's gonna be super cute. I like it. And Megan, hi, welcome back.
Hi, glad to be back. It is one of my favorite months of the year, October. Woo!
Yeah.
So people can usually find me at Megan C Creates, at least on most of the major social platforms. I try to be consistent. And tonight I had no plan. So I'm just gonna draw whatever, I guess. It'll be cute, it'll be creepy, it'll be critters. We'll go with that.
I like it. See, and this is how you should approach this prompt, because you already draw things that are very cute. And I had that same idea. I'm like, no, I can draw cute things. And I was like, I never draw monsters. And I don't draw that many cute things. So I was like, oh boy, I've made a terrible mistake. But also, for someone who is also kicking butt this month and creating stuff, are any of your pieces available up on your amazing Etsy shop if people want to find them?
Oh yes, actually. I just uploaded something brand new and shiny today. I haven't even got around to Instagram to posting. I finally got my potion shakers in, and I wish I had brought one downstairs so I could show it when I plug it, because that would be smart. But yeah, I've been updating Etsy, and we'll probably have a birthday sale at the end of the month if you guys want to keep your eyes out for that.
Heck yeah. All right. Eye on it. Yes. Being we do have one mic that is being temperamental. We will keep an eye on it and see if we can get that to cooperate for us. Yeah. So, excuse me. I'm Swan. I'm a swan named Emily across the internet. Like I said, I don't have a plan. Is it me?
It is,
Me?
yeah.
Am I the trouble? Hang on. Why, Mike? Huh? Why are we doing that? Cat, I blame you. Here we go. Okay. We're going to see how that goes. Nope. I will work on it once we're started drawing. Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to draw. I'm going to try and draw something cute. That's not true. I did come up with an idea beforehand. I want to kind of be inspired by Lock, Stock, and Barrel, very much from Nightmare Before Christmas, but also Little Nightmares, the video game, which, while I hate spooky things and spooky video games, have been enjoying the Imaginary Nomad, playing those, but also very Where the Wild Things Are. So little monsters in little outfits. So yeah, little cute little things is what I'm going to try and do. Or I'm going to play with my mic the rest of the time. We'll see. I'm going to fight with that. You guys can start going. You were fine. Forever. You were fine. Also, hi. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for coming out and hanging with us. I'm going to blame the little monsters for starting and being temperamental with my stuff. Well, it's always perplexing to me because I've literally changed nothing since the last time I was on stream and it was fine. So, you know. Like I said, I blame the cat.
Technology.
Yeah. It's also, again, this is my instant karma. Every time I pick on Megan about having to deal with her own personal tech issues, like a big jerk face, then it's like, haha, your turn. Don't be a dick.
It's the electronic karma. Just
it really
it just goes around and never ends.
Yep. All right. So let's bring these up a little bit. I was trying to sketch this out. Man, I need to start making a little bit better of a plan before I jump into these. So I was like, no, I can just wing it. That's the thing that I should not be winging. But it's good. How has October been treating everybody?
Pretty good. Yeah, I'm just about 5 days away from leaving for Orlando. So
yay! Now is this MegaCon or is this just FunCon?
we're going down. I'm going down to Disney for my birthday.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. It'll be my first time to Disney. So
really, I didn't know that. Are you
we're also
doing
gonna do Universal while we're down there and do Fright Night or the Halloween nights or whatever it is.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mickey's Not So Scary. I've heard is fantastic and everything they do is awesome. So that'll.
So we're gonna try to do those and should be a good time.
That's awesome. Very happy birthday to you. So are you going to? Are you dressing up for any of that?
Probably not. It's a lot to pack.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think the level of Disney scariness is probably like my ideal level of spooky October.
Right.
That's just about as much as I want. I was like, what? Oh, look, things are purple, black, and orange with a little neon green. That's spooky. I like it. Yep.
And then right at the end of September, actually, going into the beginning of October, which is what sort of inspired my direction on the prompt tonight, I took a trip down to Point Pleasant, West Virginia, which is the home of the Mothman.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
It's fun. Again, I really love adorable little Mothman drawings that I come across where he looks super cute and super fluffy. Like that's my ideal Mothman right there.
West Virginia, surprising amount of cryptids, actually.
You mean in like lore or actual like humans that you interacted with? Because I would believe both.
Both probably, but lore-wise, there's at least 4. Which seems like a lot for such a condensed area.
It really does. But I feel like you've got like the pinnacle of like crazy mountain people, and that has to like funnel that in.
You know, a lot of coal in them hills. Just
yeah.
saying.
Yeah. Also, Bean, that's hurtful. Bean in chat says, I want to watch Swan play Spooky's House of Jump Scares. Yep, I'd make it about 4 minutes and then be like, see you guys, I'm out. This sucks. I hate it. Thank you. I hate it. Again, to plug our friend, Imaginary Nomad, who does Philip Scared Stupid, who actually doesn't hate horror, but doesn't like horror games. He will always invite me to come and watch those streams, and I'll say, that's great. I support you. I will log in to Twitch. I will mute the sound. I will put another window up in front of the video so that you get the viewership. But no, like, let me know when you're going to stop halfway and call your mom, and I will come back for that. Everything else, that's a hard no for me. Our lovely friend of the Doodle Crew, Hebe Buffet, was streaming, oh my gosh, streaming a bunch of stuff, but the new Resident Evil was one of them, and I was like, I'd love to support you. I'm not going to watch. Yeah. Yeah, Bean, I think Little Nightmares is probably the closest I'd ever get. But even just watching Imaginary Nomad play recently, with the creepy long neck things and the sound they make, nope, hated it. Not a fan. So. Beautiful thing is, you know, people can pick on me about screaming like a little girl, but I am a little girl, so it's okay. It fits. I am a small girl. Right. Okay. I think I got two little goobers that I like, so I'll go forward with them. Oh. Trying to cause trouble, Bean. What are you sending us? Okay. Yeah, I know my one good friend has been doing a big ol' scary movie watch, and he's made it through quite a few, and it's funny because she was like, oh, do you remember this one? I'm like, no. I super don't. Sounds cool. I'm not gonna watch it, but it sounds cool. And he's like, yeah, that makes sense. So I think Emily's gonna do something a little bit differently and actually work on two different pieces on two different canvases instead of just smashing them together. I'll never forget, so early on in the the days of the CD, one of my all-time favorite CDs was the Pure Moods CD, like that OG one with like the watercolor jewel case and the bright blue CD. Yeah, I know that one cover to cover, no shame. But there's a song on it apparently that's in, I think it's like The Exorcist or something like that. Like, it is a spooky,
Tubular Bells?
Yeah, it's a spooky movie song. Now, I have never seen the movie. I don't know what it's from. I know it as this great, like, instrumental kind of techno piece from Pure Moods, and it was playing in the car once with my ex. We were riding around. He's like, can you switch the song? I'm like, what? I'm like, you don't like it? And he's like, no, it's this really creepy scene in this thing. And I was like, you're kidding me. He's like, aren't you scared? I'm like, I'm super not, because I have no connection of this song to a scary movie. So I'm totally fine. And then like the Twin Peaks soundtrack is, or theme song is on there too. And I'm just like, he's like, why do you have this? I'm like, haha, Pure Moods, baby. Yep. Yep. Like, again, the Candyman theme song, super catchy. Great if you've never seen the movie. Not scary to me at all. Yep, it's good. It's good stuff.
Everything is about context. If you don't have that, like, super scary context, then nothing wrong with it. You're just jam into some slightly slow music.
Yep. Little buddy. Aw. Aw, Bean, that's really cute. Okay, but wait, like, is it really cute, but then it's actually really scary, or is it actually really cute? Because actually really cute, I could be tempted. I don't like being lied to by those non-spooky people. I was like, no, it's not that scary. I was like, that sounds exactly what a scary person would say. Come on to you. Fairly cute. It's fairly cute. Well, Bean, I know your absolute undying love of all things that are cute and adorable, so that makes sense. Okay, so I was going to pull this up as a reference. But this is kind of my inspiration for how I want to color my spooky monster today. I'm going to try and invoke some inner Tim Burton, which is really far from my style. So we're going to see how this goes. Maybe get to play with some of the cool features that Clip Studio has that I never play with.
You know, I've been meaning to check out, like, Procreate Watercolor stuff.
Yeah.
Because I love doing watercolor, I just hate waiting for it to dry. Which is ironic, because all I do is watercolor. But it looks really, like, realistic.
Mm-hmm.
Not to be that person, but isn't technology amazing?
No, but it is. And until I had played around in Procreate, I was like, yeah, I'm sure it's cool. I'm sure it's like the other programs. But some of the accessibility features on it are actually astounding because they're closer than anything I had in Photoshop for a long time. They're definitely closer than some of the stuff in Clip Studio. So, yeah, no, I think Procreate hit it. Like,
Yeah, actually, talking about that, I just downloaded and I'm probably, it's either Bardot or Bardot. I'm gonna say Bardot brush pack, the wet and dry one, because I saw this tutorial where they painted it like a maple leaf, and I was like, okay, that literally looks like watercolor and colored pencil, so I gotta have it.
that's so cool.
It was spookily like almost using it.
I think that's the thing too, where part of it is I understand how this works as a medium in real life, but the fact that I am touching a digital pencil to a digital screen, like it messes with my brain a little bit because I'm like, it looks like it, it's like it, but it's not, and I can't reconcile these two things. All right, particle size. Let's make here. Ooh, I like this. Yeah, speaking of. Oh, baby. I think we found it. Yeah. Oh, also, Bean, I've played for the Wii U and Nintendo Land. I played Luigi's Mansion. That's not the name of it. What was it? One where you ran around with flashlights. Is that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I played that. That was spooky.
Probably spookier than you remember. If you go missed.
Mm. Yeah, I think that was so jumping topics completely, but jumping back to Procreate, I think that was one of the heartbreaking things for me when I was teaching the digital art classes over the summer to the younger kids. Like, they were making cool art, but they couldn't understand like how actually cool the accessibility functions of it are. And I'm just like, you don't understand how cool this is. You don't get it. Take them and shake them and just be like, you don't understand. And they're like, yeah, I guess this is all right. And I'm like, it's so much better than all right.
You want to go pull a cheap drawing tablet out of a bin somewhere and be like, here, plug this into your computer and try to draw.
Yeah, let me plug you in with my old school whack pad that no longer does pressure sensitivity, and you have to have your drawing hand down here and look up at the screen and see how you do, kid. Oh, yeah, shakes my fist in old man rage. And it's such a weird thing because there's genuinely no way to explain it unless they have worked in like a traditional medium or something like that. There's no way to go back and have an app not be as intuitive, or even not have the tablets be as intuitive. Like you can't simulate that experience. So it's the, oh, Miss Emily, you're so silly when your eye starts twitching and that vein in your neck bulges out. You're right, kids. I am. Like, you okay? Like, so good. So good. Just keep drawing. I'll be over here. Yeah. They're funny. Funny kids. But I think one of the heartbreaking things, though, was the first couple of times I really had to encourage them that once in a while, you just have to close out of the program and go back into it. But also in that moment with my brain, I was like, especially speaking of Procreate, it just saves it for you. Like, nope, it's still there,
dude.
almost exactly as you left it. I was like, you children will never know the pain of losing 2 hours of work because you didn't save and it crashed. But, like, this idea of just, like, closing the app and reopening it, they're like, well, why do you have to do that? And I didn't have a good answer for them because it was just like, sometimes this is just what you have to do. I don't know. You just have to. Yeah. I was like, oh no. I'm like, all right, well, I guess we could do that. I'm like, okay. I'm like, hey, it's still there. And I'm like, yeah, it is. What? Exactly as you left it? Cool. That's so cool, guys. Miss Emily silently weeping in the corner. It's good. It's good.
No, I had that same kind of moment working on a piece yesterday where Procreate kind of froze and my mind instantly went back to like Photoshop, like, I just did all this and I didn't say, oh yeah, I'm in Procreate. It's fine. We'll just go back out and back in.
Yep. Oh, it's funny. Yes, Soapbox Clots, we've invoked the old man rage. Big time, damn kids. Oh. No, it's good. It's very cool though, as much as I obviously, joke and pick fun at them. There is something so incredibly cool about the unbridled kid imagination. And even though some of them struggled with applying that to a digital medium, like, that creativity's still there. You just have to get them comfortable enough with the tablet to work it. But once they're up and running, like, the stuff they want to do and the stories they want to tell, it's just like, oh, there it is. That's still there, and that makes me happy. Nope, that's not it. No. Also, as we brought up Nightmare Before Christmas, I'll never forget, like, when that was coming out and was being shown in theaters, like, I'm pretty sure my mom saw a trailer of it, and about the time it got to the little kid opening the present and pulling out the shrunken head, like, she screeched and changed the channel and said, we're never seeing that. And again, burned into my memory as something where I was like, Nightmare Before Christmas was like this thing to not watch because it was it was not a family friendly thing. It was not a kids thing. And I look back, I was like, oh no, it was a super kids thing. It was not Disney. Even though he
that was
worked
a
at
big
Disney.
thing. Big thing in my house too is that's bad. You can't watch that. And then like, forget who bought us a copy, but like my sister became addicted to it, and it became something that was watched like every day.
I'm not even gonna lie. My 3-year-old's favorite thing right now is Nightmare Before Christmas. Can't talk today. Nightmare Before Christmas. And I was scared to tell her grandma because I wasn't allowed to watch it as a kid. I'm like, so she kind of watched the movie and now she's obsessed. And since it's Halloween, it's like she can find this stuff everywhere. So it's like super, like that's the thing right now.
Yeah.
And her grandma's like, okay, sends me a picture of we're gonna go down to their house for Halloween for trick or treating, and she's got Nightmare Before Christmas decorations up.
Oh, I love it.
And my heart, I just like melted a little. I was like, that is amazing.
That is awesome. Yeah, oh my gosh, yes. Yes. Anna Banana. The music is amazing. The Movies That Made Us Holiday Edition has an episode on Nightmare Before Christmas, and it is super worth the watch if you get the chance to, because it's so good, and it talks about, you know, all the Danny Elfman stuff and all the different, you know, kind of iterations that the music went through, and it's very cool. So I highly, highly recommend that. Oh gosh, what's it called? Nightmare Remastered, I think, where they took all the Nightmare songs and had them covered by different people. So you've got Marilyn Manson.
That is the best album ever.
That
That is
album
the
cover,
jam.
oh, it's so good. Yeah, you've got Marilyn Manson do This Is Halloween. You've got Fiona Apple singing Sally's song. You've got Amy Lee who does a version of Sally's song. Like, you've got Fall Out Boy doing What's This? Like, oh, it's everything my little cover heart wants. So I highly, highly recommend that if you've not already listened. And I don't use Pandora anymore, just because I switched over to Spotify. But around this time, Pandora used to have a station that you could just pick that they kind of cultivated for you, called Hipster Halloween. And not gonna lie, y'all, it was really good. Like, they picked some really good stuff, and just was it Echo and the Boogeymen? Is that the one song? And like Pet Sematary by the Ramones, and just it's so good. It's so good. And I could probably easily do the next hour just talking about music, but try and rein that in. All right, let's see. Bunnymen. Thank you, Soapbox Class. I was like, that's not the Boogeymen. It's the Bunnymen. Yes. So many good songs. Now cue me having a Pet Cemetery in my head for the next hour.
Dude, it's a banger.
It is such a good song. It is such, and I feel like, again, I'm not a huge Ramones person, but it's such a bop. Oh yes, Soapbox Clots, the corn cover of Kidnap the Santa Claus. give me all of that slap bass. I don't even care. I need it. Also, their Oogie Boogie song is one of my most favorites to sing, not because it's in my range, but it is so crazy expressive and over the top, and just like, it just, what have we here? And you get to be so ridiculous with it that I love it so much.
Can we just talk like super fast, like favorite villain songs?
Oh man.
Oh.
Because Oogie Boogie is up there for me.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's a really good song. Oh. I mean, Be Prepared is going to be up there for me because that's a bop. And I got to be a hyena in the Lion King dance performance that we did and dance to that song, and that's a riot. It's fun to be the bad guy. I didn't know that for a long time. I was always the good guy or like supporting good guy, and it's fun to be bad. Oh gosh, other villain song. As much as it's not my favorite movie or a favorite villain or anything, The Princess and the Frog, Friends on
Dr.
the Other
Facilier?
Side.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Fantasy Banjo coming in hard with yes, Poor Unfortunate Souls. Another one that I would karaoke the shit out of.
I was like, somebody better say Ursula here quick.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. Oh. Also, I feel like the older I get, the more I'm like, man, she had killer style with that like short hair and that black dress. Like, I'm like, should I be worried that Ursula's more of an icon for me now than she was growing up? I was like, oh yeah, Ariel's my girl, and then now I look back and she's like, Daddy, I'm 16. I'm like, Ursula kind of had a point. Probably not good, but that's okay. I'm trying to think of the so again, not my favorite song, but you want to talk about levels of diabolical nature. Mother Knows Best from Tangled.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Like the Gaslight anthem, and she's just like, no, I love you. And you're just like, oh, that's so evil. You are so evil.
So bad. Oh.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I think as far as like scariness, I mean not scariness, but like the song that Rasputin sings in Anastasia.
In the Dark of the Night.
Yeah, like it's bopping along. It's so happy you're having fun, and all of a sudden, then he's just like, "Come, my minions," and everything gets really Don Bluth scary, and you're just like, "Okay, well that was a shift." All right.
Oh man, but the like almost rip. He's like, "Come, like opera, like come, my minions," and it's like, dude, what just happened?
I'm getting chills right now just thinking about it. Oh, it's so good.
That is one of my favorites. That is definitely. I would say that, Poor Unfortunate Souls, and you can't beat Be Prepared, like in my book. Like the epitome of villain songs.
Yeah.
He just lays it all out and he's like, "Yep, this is it. You better deal with it."
Yep. Well, also, again, because TikTok, and I get lost with things like that, but they were talking about, I think the conversation was actually, are you attracted, quote unquote, attracted to this character because you really like the voice, you really like the character, or are you a furry? Which just as a premise is a little bit flawed, but funny. But they were talking about, the voice of Scar, and it's like, no, you're attracted to the voice. Like, let's be real. And I was like, oh no, that James Woods is 100% why I'm like down for that. And I'm just like, I don't even care. Like, I know he's super bad and it's terrible, but that voice, like, huh. Or Jeremy Irons, I'm sorry.
I was about to say, we're not talking about Hades right now.
Yeah. Get my villains mixed up. Oh, yes. I Put a Spell on You by the Sanderson sisters. Yes. And there's I can't think of the name. The band starts with an E. There's a cover of the song that Sarah Jessica Parker sings, Come Little Children. There's a couple covers of that are haunting and amazing. So, yeah. Yes, I would definitely count that one. Because that's... Yeah. I also love Hocus Pocus, so you're always going to make me happy with that. Such a happy one of those languages. Ooh, okay. So, Fantasy Banjo asks us, it's such a happy non-villainous song, but does I Want to Be Like You count? It definitely has, like...
You.
Oh,
Yeah.
King Louis?
It's got a little menace to it, because while he's like, yes, teach me your things, but also I'll kill you if you don't. Like,
Yeah.
I could say I would pass it as a slight villain song.
Well, again, context. By itself, the song is fine. When you think that Louis would happily be like mad scientist, can we swap bodies type of thing? Yeah, that's definitely falls under that realm.
Oh, Louis.
By the way, Christopher Walken as Louis. I don't know how you guys feel about the Jungle Book with the 3D animation. I mean, I wasn't thrilled with it overall, but Christopher Walken as Louis.
So I went into it so ready to hate it because I was super grumpy about all things remastered 3D when it was a 2D movie. That's a whole separate podcast that I could talk for hours about. But that one, I was genuinely impressed. And I don't know if it's just because Jungle Book isn't one of my favorites or what, but I thought some of the choices they made, some of the cinematography, the voice acting, like, yeah, it was better than it should have been. So that one got me. I'm very much with you. Also, Bill Murray as Baloo just warmed my little heart. I wasn't expecting it, but it did. Yeah.
I'll tell you, it's not a Disney song, but a song that gets caught in my head all the time. Like, I find myself humming it. Is the song that the robot devil sings to Bender when he goes to hell in Futurama.
Okay.
Dude, I sing that song to myself all the time.
I love that.
That I think is definitely a contender for best villain song.
Also, so Soapbox Klotz in chat mentions not animated, but Phantom of the Opera. Yeah, you want to talk now? Again, I am camp. Phantom is the villain. I'm sorry. That's where I'm at. He's real shady. He's got some shit he needs to work out.
Little sus,
dude. Not great. Questionable decisions on your part. Mm-hmm. But yeah, anything he does is super epic. Oh gosh. Got so many songs like just running around in my head right now.
I was about to say, I just went on full on music of the night, and that's where I'm living right now.
Those are the ones where I'm like, man, I really wish I had a better voice, because I sing the shit out of them now, but I'm not good at it. Oh yes, Fantasy Banjo. I'm sorry. Do you have a line right into mine and Nicole's brains? Yes, you'll be back from the King.
Oh
Hamilton. Yeah. Also, especially when it's Jonathan Groff.
Yep.
Name, right? Ha! Yeah, just so good. So good. Yes. No, Paul, I absolutely agree. there are very many reasons to have sympathy for the Phantom and what he went through and all of that. It's one of those where I feel like it is problematic, not because it's not a great musical for the music aspects of it, just like some of the stuff isn't great. But yeah, no, it would not have lasted as long were it not as good as it was. So that's yellow.
All right. I
He's
have
got
a
sort
proposal.
of a clay.
Oh, go ahead, Joey.
I was just gonna say, Phantom's got sort of like a Clayface thing, or Clayface has sort of a Phantom of the Opera thing going on, right?
Okay.
They were both like marred due to their profession.
Yeah.
Or am I wrong about that?
No, I'm giving it genuine
It's been ages.
Well, I will say, especially because it's the one I'm the most familiar with, Batman the Animated Series, Clayface, because they really, like, you feel for him.
Yeah.
Also,
like dipped into it.
Like, spoilers, if anybody's not seen Batman the Animated Series, it's like 20 years old, I'm really sorry, but...
It's time to watch it! Just go watch it! Like...
Just go watch it! The episode where, Robin interacts with Annie, and that whole story bit, I'm sorry, I will still cry at that episode. I know how it ends, y'all, but it gets me. It gets me right in the feels. Oh. Okay. What were you gonna say, Megan?
Oh, I was enjoying the ride into Batman the Animated Series because let's talk about childhood. No, I was just gonna say to possibly wrap up the villain song thing. I can't pick just one, so I'm gonna put him as his own category. Tim Curry.
Oh, bro.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's completely valid.
It's like I can't pick one. Like, don't make me. It's just all of them together.
Yeah. Well, and I loved, I mean, obviously it's been circulating now for years, but I loved when it first came out with, you can judge a person by how they first know Tim Curry from, and I was just like, oh, but that's so good, and it's so accurate. So I love that. I was like, oh, man, because I will say, I clearly remember my first Tim Curry, and it is extra weird and funny to me because I kind of then like looped back around and picked up so many other things where I was just like, oh, okay, I see what people are talking about. So my first Tim Curry was The Hunt for Red October, where for all intents and purposes, he plays a relatively like straight guy character. Like he's the doctor on the Russian ship. Like he's not goofy, he's not zany. Nothing about that movie is goofy or zany really, but like, so that's my introduction to him. So then then I think you sidestep over to Clue, and then it just goes off the rails. Because I don't see Legend until I'm in college. I don't see Rocky Horror Picture Show until I'm in high school. Like, I miss all of these. And I was just like, oh my gosh, what is this? Tell me more.
Yeah, I was late to Legend as well. I think, and I'm not sure which one came out, but it would have been either Fern Gully or Home Alone 2 would have been the first time I saw him, I think.
Yep, Fern Gully, which again, didn't know. Also, have never seen any of the Home Alones, so can't speak to that one.
You made it through the 80s and 90s without seeing any of the Home Alones?
Yeah, I was really, really sheltered. Like a lot.
Your parents were like, we can't let Emily see this movie. What if she thinks she can stay home alone?
It set up complicated traps that totally would work because physics works that way.
Physics works that way. Yeah, kudos to them if they thought that I had that much creativity. Honestly, I'm pretty sure you could have stuck me in a room with a sketchbook and my ponies and I would have been completely fine. And they could have left and come back and I would have been like, wait, you guys were gone? I did nothing. I just drew. Yeah. Oh, Fantasy Banjo, you called out Magic Dance. Okay. I wanted to at least call back to that one.
Oh my gosh. Is he really a villain though? Like, really? Because Sarah was kind of acting a brat. Come on.
Okay, is this Labyrinth?
This is Labyrinth.
Ah!
Yeah.
Right. Also never seen it.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's more of a guide character, right? Like he gets up to some nefarious stuff, but he's really there to like get her right back onto the right track, right?
Well,
It's like a muse.
kind of a muse with a strange attraction to a 16-year-old girl.
Yeah,
But
well.
and he's supposed to be, you know, this infinite Goblin King character. But yeah, their interactions are pretty limited in the overall plot, which is always the most interesting thing because you could argue that the labyrinth is really the bad guy, like
Right.
the actual maze. And
Getting
he's just kind
real
of
deep.
almost like the uncle in the Nutcracker, you know, the Rat King's the bad guy. The uncle just kind of sets it in motion.
Oh yes. Speaking of things that terrified me as a child, the 80s, early 90s, whenever they did the actual like production of the ballet,
Mid-90s, early
yeah.
mid-90s.
Hairdresser or Drosselmeyer, whatever his name, scared the shit out of me. Oh my gosh, he was scary. I was not okay with that. Yep. Nope. Mm-mm. Oh gosh, the Nutcracker. Just always crack me up because people talk about like it's this beautiful ballet, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, this shit's scary, y'all. I don't know what you're watching, but
It's like nightmare fuel for real.
it super was.
It's like
super
number
scary.
1, even if it's not scary, it's weird, and then number 2, it's scary on top of being weird, and number 3, there's music and dancing and more weirdness. Like
More
my
weirdness.
poor little child brain cannot comprehend what's happening.
I really, really couldn't. I was like, this isn't like the dance we do. I don't know it. I don't get it. Alright, let's go back to this one and see if I can fix this. Where's density? You up? Yeah, okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, also, like, I always think of in the Fern Gully in Secret of Nim, like, Don Bluth was pulling no punches.
Yeah, he was like, get ready, kid.
Life's gonna be real dark and real hard. You're just like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so scared.
Who hurt you? Ah!
Thank you so much, Fantasy Banjo. Thanks for coming and hanging out. We will be back next Friday. Not this coming Friday, but the following Friday. So, yeah, come hang out anytime. Yeah. Seriously though, Don Bluth, who hurt you? Like, bro, why? Why so scary? Every time.
I think there's a Jim Henson quote out there where he's like, he's talking about scary stuff in his movies. He's like, kids should be scared. The world's scary.
I get it, but oh Lord. Yeah, I was. Also, I mean, if we want to completely come to Doodle Crew to confess all of my little kid things, there was I'm pretty sure it's Disney. I could be wrong, but there was an animated short called Lambert, the Sheepish Lion, where there was a lion who was raised by sheep, and at one point a wolf attacks the herd, and y'all, I was scared of that for years. Like, I wouldn't go upstairs to the upstairs of my parents' house when it was dark because I was so scared of the wolf from Lambert.
Damn.
And yeah, like, it didn't take much for me. I was already scared of everything. So yeah. Nope. I didn't need more of it. I would not have survived well with the actual, like, Hans Christian Andersen and Grimm fairy tales. I was like, no, I would like the nice versions, please. Please and thank you. I obeyed. My parents said don't go to the woods. I said, okay. I won't go in the woods. You got it. My bows look too happy. How's your drying going, Nicole?
Oh, it's great. Much fun.
With the spider and the fly to the kiddo for a bit tonight. Well, that just made me think of the old lady who swallowed a fly, and then I went down a whole different thing. I don't think that's the same. Oh! I'm sorry. I even have coffee. I haven't talked to anybody today, apparently. Do you remember the Stinky Cheese Man? The little kids book? Like, talk about, like, weird illustrations and spooky things. Oh! I should have used that as my inspiration for tonight.
Unintentional creepiness.
Yeah!
Or I think the same artist did the a take on the Big Bad Wolf and the Three Little Pigs, something a lot about like good neighbors or something. He's just trying to get a cup of sugar from the pigs. And he keeps accidentally knocking down their houses, and you can't let good bacon go to waste.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I feel
like I'm almost like the only person that remembers that one.
Yeah, that one I don't remember at all. But I wasn't a huge Stinky Cheese Man guy. But like I remember it being super like we went to the library and it was on display there, and like we talked about it at school. Like, okay, yeah, Jen Chill coming in with the Stinky Cheese Man was the best. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's one of those funny, like, why did we all read that? Just cause? Okay. That's enough.
Cause it was different, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, there it is. The true story of the Three Little Pigs.
Oh.
Maybe it wasn't the same artist. It does look a little different now that I'm looking at it.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm wondering, Jen Chill saying, read all these books for the accelerated reader program in elementary school. I feel like that was the, if you graduated beyond what everybody else was reading, you're like, here, now you get these things.
Now you get the weird stuff.
You get the real weird stuff. Enjoy! Like, I don't know that was the jump we needed to make, but alright.
Like, what?
I feel like there was even a, like, because I remember Stinky Cheese Man coming back then when I was in high school, I think, and was doing one of the projects for like one of my accelerated art classes or advanced art classes where they were talking about like children's illustrations specifically. And like it came back and I was just like, oh my gosh, I haven't thought about this in, 10 years. Very deep within the recess of my brain. Now, verdict's still out on this particular pen one. I kind of like it. I'm gonna have to work in it a little bit more to see how I really feel.
Oh, I like it.
Right? Like, it's got really cool texture to it. It is looking like it is supposed to. Like I was trying to make it look. I think it's just because it's so far out from what I would normally do.
Yeah. It kind of looks like if you were to line with watercolor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, okay. So Dell was saying I also bought the omnibus of the OG Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Was that the same like genre or style? I can't think of words as Stinky Cheese Man.
Scary Stories. It sounds familiar.
Pretty sure the fact that it says Scary Stories would mean I would not pick it up. So
it was like before Goosebumps, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was like the precursor to like the kids' horror books.
Which, if anybody's playing along at home, you can guess how many Goosebumps books Emily's ever read.
Come on.
I know.
I wasn't allowed to read them either.
You didn't even get in on the Haunted Mask?
Heck no. Joey, some of the covers scared me. That's the covers. Nope.
How about the new Jack Black Goosebumps?
I was tempted to watch it because it was Jack Black, but I have not yet. It didn't look scary. Yeah, but also, can we talk about Jumanji? It's like, no, it's a movie about a board game. You're lying. That is the explain the plot poorly to me. Nope. That is some nightmare fuel there.
It always wigged me out when I worked at the game store because people would call and ask for Jumanji. There was like a Jumanji from Parker Brothers or something.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, why would you play it? Like,
Did
you
watch
saw
the movie?
You saw the movie.
Why though? What are you doing? Okay. Yes, Dell. I will say, so Dell brings up Hollow Knight. So Hollow Knight is a game I have actually been playing and super enjoy because it is that adorable style, but not scary. Like a little suspenseful, but not anything crazy. And the art style is gorgeous and it's fun. So, sing all the pieces. Bean, don't play it. I'm just gonna tell you from one friend to another, don't play the Jumanji game. Don't do it, my dude. Just stay away. Do you all ever do the thing where, like, you're so excited to work in, like, a new medium or a new thing, and then you actually forget, like, all the techniques that make it easier to do art, and you're like, no, I'll just jump ahead and change colors because I want to do shadows, but forget that I need to actually make a swatch of what color I was using before so I can go back to it?
Oh.
Good. I know how art works.
I kind of have this with watercolor. I never mix enough color, and then I can never get the right color again.
Oh, that would break my heart.
Yep. It's great.
See, and I've always gone the opposite way with my acrylics, and I will mix so much, and then I won't like the color, and I'll mix more, and I will end up with this gigantic puddle of paint that I will never use. So
That's the thing. That's a dichotomy in my brain is like when I'm just using a paint straight out the tube, I will pour out too much. But if I'm mixing my own color, I won't make enough because that's logic.
Yep. Can't explain it, but it makes perfect sense to me. Tail guy. Oh, thank you, Del. I'm glad it reminds you of Hollow Knight. Like I said, super, super cute. Yeah, we're getting there. I don't think I have achieved quite Hollow Knight level of cuteness yet, but I don't hate it. So that's half the battle. I also made the mistake of like popping over to Pinterest a little bit before to look up some different stuff for reference, and I was just like, oh, people are really good at this. They make some really cute creatures. Mine don't look like that. But that's okay. Oh, nice! I don't think I realized Del was saying that they made I probably should know this, but I don't, because I don't pay attention. They made different creatures from Hollow Knight as dolls that you could get. Like they would be adorable.
Ooh, I bet they would be.
Right? Like the designs are so good. Oh, I missed it much earlier. My buddy sent me a message calling out speaking of covers and bands that we enjoy. If you are not familiar with Broken Peach, their cover of This Is Halloween is delightful. They are in costume. It is super catchy. It is real good. So I highly recommend that one.
Bruh.
He who is Steve coming in with Chibi Moth Girl can get it. No lie. I agree, Steve.
Hello.
She's just so stinking cute. Like, I want her. I want her on my shoulder to protect me.
Hey, listen.
Yes. Yes, please. Hey, listen. Oh, but like, oh my gosh, in my mind, she just spouts like really random conspiracy theories, like nothing bad, but just like, you know, like, did you know if you touch the bottom of the wine glass, your drink will taste better? Like, that doesn't make any sense. What are you talking about? She's like, it's true. Oh my gosh. Also,
Conspiracy
hello.
moth confirmed.
Conspiracy moth. But just like little, like, frogs always lick their right eyeball first. You're like, I don't think that's a thing. Okay. Also, hello, welcome, He Who Is Steve. And Chris P. Bacon asks if we have seen Midnight Mass. But like many things in here, I throw that out to the group because the answer for me is
It sounds
probably
familiar, but I don't know if I've actually seen it or not.
Not ringing a bell.
Like,
What
it's
is
a
it?
name that...
TV show? Is it relatively new? I feel like it's something that came out recently, but
Yeah,
I
it's
could also
something
just be
new.
hallucinating. Okay, see, thank you, Nicole.
I think Paul watched it.
Okay.
I don't watch things with him, so.
Oh, okay. Oh, so series? It's like a series? Maybe He Who Is... Okay. All right, I was like, wait, why do I know this? Because He Who Is Steve was talking to me about it. Okay. See, I get scared and then I stop listening. I just shut down. No, I can't hear you anymore. You're saying the scary things. I can't hear you. I turn into Cusco from the Emperor's New Groove. La la la, I can't hear you. Ooh. Also, Steve coming in with the hot takes. Mothman is best cryptid. First off, oh, Steve, I don't know. I think I might have to disagree. I'm Team Wendigo.
Wendigo. Have you... That's a silly question.
There are no silly questions on.
Have you played Until Dawn?
Okay, so funny story. I have not personally played it, but I watched someone play a whole bunch of it, but not all of it. So I'm more familiar with it than I would have normally been.
That's good Wendigo content.
Also, can I tell you, I know in my heart of hearts that The Last of Us is an incredible video game. I want to put out there to everyone that I genuinely tried. I really, really tried to play it. And I got to the first time where you encounter one of the infected, and I got so scared I dropped the controller and forgot all of the controls and died instantly. And I was like, okay, and I'm done. And I don't ever want to do that ever again.
Traumatized by video games.
Done. I was like, I did this to myself. You knew better and you still did it.
Oh.
It's so bad. I like Crispy Bacon also asking about Red Dead Redemption. I liked what I played of Red Dead Redemption, but it was a very small amount. So.
I put way too many hours into Red Dead.
Did you like the first one or the second one?
Oh, I liked them both. Second one though, I've played much more just because of the online. Wasted a lot of time online.
I think that's our entire generation, Joey. So, no shade.
You're not wrong.
Something's wrong with my little monster mouth. I don't know what it is. Okay. Also, Steve, thank you so much. He says that it's okay to be wrong about our favorite cryptids. That's okay. I'm also going to be a big fan of any type of swamp witch. I'm always going to have a soft spot for a swamp witch. That's going to be a good time. Ace of the Jungle, I feel personally called out, but also you're not wrong. So she says, to you, Joey, specifically, I don't think Swan could play Pillow Hugging Simulator without the fear of the pillow would eat her or something. Excuse me, I watched the episode of Winnie the Pooh where they went under the bed, and you know what attacks them? The goddamn dust bunnies! So...
Oh.
Paul calling me out. Oh, Sammy. Sweet, sweet Cinnabon Emmy. Yeah, I am 100% cinnamon roll. Yep. Del, the mushrooms are okay, but clickers really got me. Clickers, like, because that's not... it was different enough in my brain, but no. Mm-mm. And I'll tell you, this is only somewhat related, but just because it connected in my brain. Oded Fehr, the super hot face tattoo guy from The Mummy, is in a Resident Evil movie, and that nearly got me to watch it, because he's real fine. Still couldn't do it.
Oh yeah, he's
in the desert.
Carlos.
One, isn't he?
He's Carlos in the desert one.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. He was in Fatigues, and he looked fine, and I'm just like, nope, still can't do it. Still can't do it. Too scary.
I don't even think there was any zombies in that one.
I remember a lot of poor plotting and Omar. That's about it. That's about it.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't actually intend for this just to be a checklist of all the things that Emily's afraid of, but I really, really loved playing Tomb Raider when I was little, even though it would scare me at times. I really tried to play the new one. And once again, like the first time that the wolves come jumping out of the woods when you're trying to fight, like I got so scared. I was just like, I can't do it. Like I'm so stressed playing this. I can't do it.
Darn you, high definition graphics and realistic blood.
I was so much better when her boobs were triangles. It was a safer place for me.
Oh no.
It's fine. Now that I've got, a watch that calculates my heart rate, we can see me play it and see my resting heart rate is at like 60 something. I'm usually fine, and see like a spike at like 130. I'm like, why isn't she dead yet? I'm like, couldn't tell you. Leaf. So Del, to your point, yes, I have watched Dawn of the Dead. I was mostly okay. I have watched it all the way through. I enjoyed it. It had enough humor for me that it was cool. It was cool. And yes, Crispy Bacon, I certainly was not watching Resident Evil movies for their cinematic qualities. Yeah. But also I love the, you're all going to die down here. Like, that's fun and cheery in a child's voice. It's super... Oh. Watch Party for Shaun of the Dead? Yeah, I'm in. I'll rewatch it. So, Crispy Bacon, it wasn't actual fear. It was stress, which are two totally different things. But because I didn't have a Nintendo system beyond the Game Boy until I owned my own Switch recently. The only Mario games that I really, really, really played, the one was Mario Teaches Typing on the Mac. And if you didn't type well enough, the angry rock guys with spikes would fall and try and smash on you. And that was very stressful. But I was not afraid of it. I was just stressed. So, I'm sure they have a name, and I'm sorry I don't know it.
What are they?
The angry rock
Stomps or something?
Yeah.
Thomps!
Thomps.
Stop.
Flaps.
They're the got me again. That's what I called them.
Yep.
Avoid the fireballs and everything else, and those stupid rock things with spikes.
So much stress. Okay.
Hey, I'm gonna save my progress.
Hey, that sounds like a great idea. I think we should all do that. You can close.
Nicole, save your progress.
So Simkin would like to know, whoop, that's Thwomps. What are everyone's favorite Halloween movies? I know we talked about favorite villain songs and some of the other stuff, but what's your go-to? What's your go-to Halloween movie that you gotta watch?
So for me, and this is like top 5 all time probably,
Ooh.
but the Thing with Kurt Russell.
Wow, really?
Yeah, so that's a go-to for sure. And then obviously the old Halloween movies. Like I try to get the original Carpenter Halloween in every year, but those two for sure.
It's unexpected. That's not where I thought you were gonna go. Okay.
So I would say the one I absolutely have to do, well, the two I absolutely have to do every year is Nightmare Before Christmas and Hocus Pocus. And
Yep.
lately I've really been enjoying, and I don't know why because it's not a Halloween movie, but Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh, so good. I love Big Trouble in Little China so much.
I don't know how that made it to my Halloween roster, but now I'm like, dang, it's almost Halloween. It's about time for Kurt Russell. And then you said it, I'm like, yeah.
It's Kurt Russell season.
Kurt Russell.
So much to be grateful for. Oh gosh. Okay, so Crispy Bacon, you're gonna laugh at me, but he's calling out Thanksgiving. You want to know the only reason I've watched Thanksgiving was because of the gosh darn Botched Boys. They did it as a watch-along movie night on Prime, and I have actually watched Thanksgiving. It is not in my repertoire every year, but I have watched it. Also, Ace of the Jungle, you make a great point. I mean, when is it not Kurt Russell season? Yeah. Okay, so Dell says, I have a soft spot for old Hammer films, especially Christopher Lee Hammer films. Should I know what a Hammer film is? I feel like I should know what that is, but I don't know what that is. The Haunted Mansion. Ooh, Haunted Mansion. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I need to start putting in some Muppet Halloween-y things into my repertoire. But yeah, Hocus Pocus is just fun. It is straight up fun. I am never sad about that.
I think the one I try to watch every year is Monsters, Inc.
Aw,
It's not necessarily a Halloween movie, but it kind of fits.
I like that.
It does, yeah.
Also, just a great movie. Just Billy Crystal being amazing. Also, I say put that thing back where it came from, or so help me, more often than I should, because it's a very strange pull. And I do the little Mike Wazowski dance. Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me. So help me. So help me. Like, yeah, I realized as I've gotten older, I was like, oh, I've got big Mike Wazowski energy. Just like tiny and angry. But also, like, I'm sorry, just nerd out a second for animation standpoint. When Sully is watching the trash compactor and he thinks that Boo is in there, the amount of like amazing character animation that they did where he's just like and he's pulling at his face and then he's falling over and he's getting like, it is so good. It's so good. Ugh, I love it so much. So, and then Boo. Yeah. Oh, it's so good. I think of other ones that I try and make a point of for Halloween. Other mummy movies. Ooh, okay. Oh, Crispy Bacon wants to go to Salem for Halloween. Oh, speaking of one that it has not necessarily been in my rotation every year, but it is one that I will absolutely sit down and watch anytime it's available, is Paranorman.
Oh, yeah, that's a good movie.
That's a really great movie.
Yeah.
And it does not get the love that it deserves. It is solid.
Yeah.
So I highly, highly recommend that one if you have not seen it. We've got Slaying Dragons in the AM coming in with an unloved Disney classic of
Black Cauldron. Yeah, brother. That's why we're friends.
Also, He Who Is Steve coming in with the hot takes. The OG Blair Witch was very good, and no one can convince me otherwise because I am correct. That just came out the other night. Why were we talking about that?
We talked about it on the last stream? Or?
I think we might have. Crispy Bacon, heck yeah, Monster House with one of my all-time favorite adult jokes in a kid's movie, where they're inside the house and they're looking up and it says, "Oh, that's the house's uvula," and the little guy says, "Oh, so it's a girl house," and I gosh darn die every single time. I'm like, I can't believe you put that in a kid's movie. Done, dead on the floor. Oh, it's so good. Oh, so it's a girl house.
What? I'm not gonna lie. The first time I ever saw that, it was like 2-part shock and 3rd part. What?
Oh my god!
Did that? And I'm like looking around. I'm like, did that just?
Did I hear that right? Is that what they said? Did they just say that? Yep. Oh my gosh. It's so good. Oh yes. So kudos, points in chat to Crispy Bacon for that, because yes. Oh my goodness. Also Coraline, yes, Del, absolutely. Coraline is a delight. It's weird to me because that one I don't think of as Halloween, because I will watch that anytime. It just it's so good. Also, I have yet to come across a bad one. So if you ever get a chance on YouTube, on TikTok, on whatever your video watching creator platform is, watch people do like makeup to turn themselves into the mother from Coraline, because that's friggin' magic. Like what people do, and they get the buttons and oh my gosh, it's so good. No, it's so good. It's good. Forging Winton, I super enjoyed it. Mirror Mask, super underrated movie, really, really good. Yes, I humongous fan of Mirror Mask. Was very worried I was going to be terrified. No joke, but super enjoyed it. Aw, Slaying Dragons in the AM says, me and Joey just getting quote-unquote older and dumber together. Best friend style. Y'all are adorable.
So, spoiler alert.
Spoilers.
There might be a new podcast in the works from Hunter and I.
Ooh. Is it called Older and Dumber?
It is.
I love it. Also, I feel that. I think I like that mouth better. That's what we're going with.
So, yes. Every time I've been on here saying there's stuff going on behind the scenes, I haven't been lying.
I would never think you were lying. Also, Joey, I've known you long enough. There's always been things behind the scenes, and literally we do the thing of we're just like, yep, I've got a million things going, and I'm super excited about these projects, and someday I'll get to them, and someday there will be time, and I'll have all the time to do all the things.
And then tell everyone about it.
I cannot wait to tell you about all these things. There's so much in my brain. So if people are interested in more of the amazing Joey and Hunter Slaying Dragons in the AM content, where should they follow you so that they can get notifications?
Well, follow me at Slutty Mage first.
Okay.
And I will relay the information because we're probably going to work up a whole social brand for the podcast.
Okay.
So it'll be new stuff to follow, probably.
New stuff.
You can also reach out to Hunter at Slaying Dragons in the AM. No, Voice of Hunter.
I'm going to do it at Slaying Dragons because then I get to sing it. Slaying Dragons in the AM.
I don't know if it'll go anywhere. He's switching all his stuff over for his voice acting, so.
Oh, becoming a brand. Okay, got to catch up in chat because I was drawing and chatting.
Gravity Falls is the bomb.
Yes. Heck yes, Crispy BB Bacon. Gravity Falls is incredible. Incredible animation. And yes, I have heard amazing things about Owl House. I know fellow Doodle Crew fan Vic is a humongous fan of Owl House. Yes, Megan too. I haven't caught up on it yet because I'm bad at life, but I hear it's great, and I can absolutely stand behind Gravity Falls because that's just incredible cartoon writing. Also, hello, Greeny fellas.
If it makes you feel any better, Em, I have not been able to see season 2 of Owl House at all, and it's really making me mad because I know it's going to be amazing, and like people are doing fan art, and I'm like, ugh, I want to watch it.
No, literally, me with all of the fan art that it comes out of stuff I want to watch is just me on the outside of the house with my nose pressed against the window, just being like, "This looks amazing."
Let me in. Let me
Yep.
in.
Seriously, Over the Garden Wall. Also, yes, Crispy Bacon, incredible. Yeah, just really cool storytelling that's happening. Let me go back. I gotta roll back. Also, poor Simkin, early on, was feeling sad that we had no love for Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I love Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I was gonna say, I think it exists beyond a Halloween time movie.
Right.
And someday I would like to attend one of the live shows. That is a thing. I would enjoy that. Because I'm here for some audience participation. Like the first time a snake showed up on Snakes on a Plane and the whole theater cheered. That was a memory. Because that one I made sure I saw in theaters. Make no mistake. That is quality cinema right there. Also, when Samuel L. Jackson said the iconic line, erupting cheers throughout the whole cinema. Oh, so good.
I wish I still had my little wave file or whatever. They put out that promotional website when that movie came out where you could have him do voicemail. I did it and I didn't save it. Like it should be on a CD somewhere for all posterity.
Oh my gosh.
That's the only acceptable voicemail ever.
Ever. Yeah. Oh, it's so good. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm rolling way back to catch all of these. So Dell mentioned Phantom of the Paradise is on the list, and I don't know that one at all. And then, yes, also Corpse Bride. Pretty much anything in the Tim Burton claymation category, I feel like has a Halloween-y vibe, even if it's not set around Halloween. Like, I rewatched James and the Giant Peach recently, and I was like, it feels like Halloween, even though it's May. So, I think it's very much color palette with him. Oh, yes. Dell, calling out two of my favorites. Book of Life and Coco, if we want to do Dia de los Muertos. So I saw Book of Life first, and y'all, I was spicy and angry about Coco, and I didn't want to have anything to do with Coco because I was Team Book of Life hardcore. I have since amended my ways. I know. No, it's because I'm getting old and crotchety. I was like, why do I need to watch another one? The first one was fine. It's fine. Both incredible movies, completely different in their own right. Beautiful representations of amazing parts of Mexican culture, of which I don't understand, but would love to learn more about, and just gorgeous. So, huge push if any of you want to watch either of those. They are both 100% worth it. The music in both is just incredible.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna call it an oubliette. I know it's not really an oubliette, but the scene where him and Hector like have their moment, it's like every single time I cry. And I hope that, baby girl doesn't turn around at that moment and be like, looking at me because I cry every single time.
Yeah, no, Coco pulls no punches and just takes the guitar and hits me right in the heart with it, and I'm not okay at the end of that movie. I'm not okay.
It's like I need to hug something. Oh my god.
Yeah, like, yeah, anytime Remember Me starts playing in the slow version, I'm just like, it's fine! It's fine! Yep. It's fine, Disney. I didn't need that heart. It's fine. Oh my goodness. Paul Williams. Okay, yeah. So the Book of Life is neat because it does not have. It has. Let me rewind. Start that again. It has original music created for it, but they are all covers. And it's funny because there are some like pop songs that appear in it, but they are done by mariachi style bands and that type of stuff, and it just weirdly fits in the movie at the time it shows up. So yeah, it's real well done. It's real well mixed. And I like it too because with Coco, you have the traditional, Disney and Pixar just being amazing. Book of Life was very much, the characters were designed very much like they were wooden puppets. So you don't have strings on them, but you have you can see the seams on their character design and on their character models, and that's really cool. So, yeah. Also, Del, I'm very curious to ask you about this, but what is a really weird Rocky Horror ripoff? What strange thing are you going to have me watch on Amazon Prime? I have questions. But also, I'd like to take a moment that I think I actually finished both of my pieces in the time that we were allotted, so amazing. I don't know if they're good, but they're done. So that's what I'm leaning into. Now I just want to mess with them and try not to break them. Oh, that's a razor.
Oh, it's super cute.
Thanks. I got that guy and I got that little guy.
Ooh.
I like this little guy. He's got big Max from Where the Wild Things Are vibes, which is very, very near and dear to my heart because that was one that Dad and I used to read very often before bed. And, we'd gnash our terrible teeth and do all of the fun stuff. Even though I look back now and I was like, wow, Max was kind of a dick. But
just a little bit.
A little bit. I was like, how did I miss that as a kid? I was like, monsters are so nice. Oh, Hunter says, don't forget to hydrate. Thank you, Hunter. I have not had water, so I should have water. Swan has questions, but Khajiit has Khajiit has means answers if Swan has coin. So to that point, Ace of the Jungle, 100% played the Skyrim game you could play with your Alexa when I got my Alexa. And I'd be doing dishes, and I'd be like, okay, I go down the mountain path. And I was like, all right, you encounter a Khajiit. What would you like to do? And I was like, attack it.
My favorite part about the Alexa game is they would describe like Bethesda bugs in the game.
It was so sassy. I loved it so much. Oh, it was so good. Yep. Just a silly thing. And I remember like being around one of my friends who had actually played a lot of Skyrim. He's like, why would you do this? This is terrible. I'm like, I'm doing dishes. It's fun. I don't know. It's silly.
Speaking of Skyrim, we're getting a new Skyrim edition.
Wait, are we really?
Yeah.
Is that a good thing?
I mean, if you want to play Skyrim again, it gives you a reason.
I don't know. I don't know if I can go lost on it. I don't know if I can go back. Like this? I'm not sure. Nicole, you are so on it. All right,
I'm trying.
So an interesting discussion with my students did. Oh, Simkin. Well, I appreciate the basis of that argument. I disagree completely because I can still be scared. Even if I know it doesn't exist, I can still be scared. So I think there's an interesting thing, and I'd be curious to see what, people who are younger than me and who play more horror games or watch horror content think. So I'm a huge true crime person. I listen to true crime podcasts. I watch forensics files. I watch all of the things about these horrible, gruesome murders that actually happen in the real world. And while I don't want to say I'm desensitized to it by any means, there is a factual element to that is interesting to me. That part doesn't scare me. Now, having a stranger follow me home at night scares me a great deal. So there is a reality to it. But there is something far more terrifying to me in the supernatural elements of horror. And I don't know if it's just because they don't play by the rules, or if it's because I think good horror shows less and lets your imagination run. And if there's anything that my imagination is really good at, it's running wild and causing trouble. So you don't need to show me brutal, gruesome stuff. You just allude to the terrible things that these spirits or any sort of baddie is doing, and that's enough to kind of let my own brain fill it in the worst possible way. So I don't know. I feel like, especially with the reality and the incredible graphics of like 3D games nowadays, especially first person, like if the bad things are happening to you and your controller is shaking and you've got your headphones on, I think it's hard to separate that experience from not being scary, because it is still startling, and it is still, they work very hard to immerse you so much in that game so that when something happens, you feel it. So, yeah. So I don't know. Again, I don't know if it's just kids who grew up on playing a lot of horror games. I mean, like, Myst used to scare me because I assumed that something terrible was going to happen. Spoilers, guys. No, nothing. It's just a puzzle game. Nothing bad happens. But I was convinced because the music would get really intense, and I'm like, something bad's gonna happen.
It does have really intense music.
It is really intense music.
Like stressful. Also, like the soundtrack alone is stressful.
Okay, see, thank you. That makes me feel better, because I used to try and play it because it was on my dad's computer, and I was just like, I hate this. I'm so scared. He's like, why are you scared? And I'm just like, I don't know. What up, Tal? Thanks for coming. We're talking all things horror, which is Emily's all-time favorite topic. So, also to Ace of the Jungle, talking about Doctor Who video game. Yeah, so Weeping Angels and The Silence and The Gentleman. You want to know if those three things scared Emily? Because the answer is yes. Did I have trouble, like, going into my bathroom and looking in the mirror because I was afraid something was going to be behind me? Yep, did. I'm a grown-ass adult. I pay taxes. Nope, pretty scared that, Weeping Angels are going to get me. They don't even kill you either. Like, that's the thing. They just send you back in time.
Time shift you.
Yeah. It was the first episode that I watched them in the Tenet run, amazing, with Blink. But the one that really got me was the 11th Doctor, the Matt Smith one, where they're in the cave. And there's all of them, like,
that was a good episode.
Those are great episodes. Whoo. Oh, okay. See, Bean, thank you. That makes me feel better. Bean says I would have a mini panic attack whenever I went into any of the ruins. On Morrowind, the atmosphere just always put me on edge. Yeah, I think a really well-developed, really well-done video game can unsettle you in a pretty good way. Simkin and I do agree that at a certain point, if you can separate the two and understand that you're just in a video game and literally at any point you can pause it and stop it, then I think you're fine. I don't think you have that, but... Oh, Tal, I enjoy you so much. Come in with suspense thrillers freak me out. I'm fine with gore and jump scares freak me out gradually. Unnerve me. Hedge me. Yeah, so it's funny because gore doesn't bother me. Like, I don't want to watch gore porn. Like, I was thinking of like Turistas or something like that. Like, I just don't think that's fun to watch. But
Right.
yeah, again, the stuff where they just don't quite show you. Like you're creeping around the corner to almost see in the room, but you can't quite. So you're doing that thing where you're like, I'm leaning forward in my seat because my brain is telling me if I lean forward, then I'll be able to see around the corner, but I won't be able to see around the corner. And
It's funny how our brains do that, right? Because like going back to video games, who here who hasn't played a racing game and moved the controller in their body to turn better, even though it has no effect?
I would raise my hand, but it would be a lie.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, that's funny.
I don't know, Joey. I'm going to have to argue with you because I did that for Star Wars Pod Racer, and it really seemed to help because I beat my brother's butt. You know, going here.
Yeah. I mean, the only real way to play Pod Racer, though, was at the arcade in the Pod Racer cabinet. Did you ever play in a full Pod Racer cabinet?
No, but that sounds amazing.
So they had one at the Arnott Mall timeout, and the thing took up like... It was like the size of 2 air hockey tables.
Oh my gosh.
And the screen, you know, we're back in the 90s, right? When Phantom Menace came out. The screen was like 60 inches. And you would sit in there and it'd have the full Pod Racer controls so you could do left, right, you know, the boost and everything.
Oh,
it was so cool.
That's so good. That's so good.
No, I lived in the boonies. We didn't have that.
Well, also, like, as Joey is saying this, like, timeout, like, going to the mall for my family was a whole big thing because it meant we were going to hit a bunch of shops and we had a bunch of stuff to do. There was no time to go to the arcade. So, like, I would do that thing where, like, the little kid starts to fall behind as their parents are dragging them along as I just look longingly at all the games in there and be like, oh, and then get pulled away.
Oh, man.
Bean, you've not lived. It was so much more fun, too, when the controllers were attached to the system. And you had to be real careful that you didn't pull them out of the system when you were violently gesticulating. Yeah. But also, just a small shout out to one of my all-time favorite memories. And I love my mother dearly. She will never be a video game person. And I played a lot of fighting games and racing games growing up because they were quick and they would not exceed my time limit that I was allowed to play video games. One of my favorite racers was Jet Moto, which was the jet ski racing game. And I begged and begged and begged to have my mom sit down and play Jet Moto with me because, yeah, it'll be fun, Mom. We can both race and blah, blah, blah. And to her credit, my mother fell asleep mid-race while playing Jet Moto. And I was like... Mom? Mom? Okay, maybe this is not for you. Okay, never mind.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, no.
It's like, it's a racing game, Mom. Like, the action never stops. How did you... Okay. Okay. Oh... Oh, also, Talshi says, love the claw feet on that creature, Megan. I agree.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. Oh, Arnott Mall had an EB Games.
You know what that is now?
No.
It is an independently owned store called Viral Trends, and it has about 6 bags of candy for sale on the wall and a webcam. I don't know how it survives.
That makes me so much more sad than anything I thought you were going to say.
You could have just told us it was closed.
I wish that was the truth, but like I was so angry when I walked in there and saw that I had to share in it, share the pain.
Just lie to me, Joey. Just lie to me. Oh my gosh. I might need to sit with that for a minute. Oh. Forging Winton says, my first real console was the original Xbox and PS2, so I know the struggle of a wired controller. Yes. Yeah, my first console was a PS1. My first video game of any sort was a Game Boy. But Simkin is calling out my campus had a Jet Moto cabinet, and some night we'd get free play on all the arcade machines. Yo, I was such a sucker for any of those games where you got to ride any sort of motorcycle-esque thing, because I rode real motorcycles and it was everything that I wanted. No, Ace of the Jungle, you are not that old. I was just, once again, I was incredibly sheltered. So I missed all the Nintendo, and I had to petition. Like, I had to work real hard to get that PS1. Like, I'm also pretty sure I got it about 2 years after it actually released. Yeah, I remember getting a PS2 for my 16th birthday. Like, that was my big gift that year. So, yeah, that went with me to college. That came home with me from college. Oh. Oh, but Tal, you gave us such cute little... Look at his little guys! Oh. Oh, yeah. All the different ports on the TV. Gosh, I remember, when the first Guitar Hero came out, and you had to sync it depending on which TV you had. Which is then a weird and surreal thing, because I ended up having friends that I went to college with who went on to work on Guitar Hero games. And I'm like, that's a strange time thing. Mm-hmm. All right, so this is fun for me. I've never gotten to do this before. I'm gonna give the artist 5-minute warning because we're gonna try and wrap up.
Holy smokes!
I know. Yeah.
How did that? What?
2 hours went really fast, right? Also, we know from the past that Emily's not great at keeping track of time, so it's 5 minutes in a very loose sense. Also, I've sat next to you, Joey. The amount you can accomplish in 5 minutes is upsetting, so I have no sympathy for you. You're just like, let me quick bust out this whole character and marker it real quick on this, little card, and they can take it with them. And I'm like, I drew a face. Oh, Rock Band is so good. I have such a soft spot for Rock Band. So good. Once again, I love the fact that I can tell a system to treat me on easy so that I can sing as poorly as I want and not fail for my team. Like, you can take that little arrow of where I'm supposed to be singing and ignore it, because I'm not paying attention. That's not how this song sounds. You lied to me. So I guess to the chat, are there any other Halloween questions or October related questions you have for these amazing artists while they are finishing up their pieces? Yes, Tal. You can take that arrow and you can shove it. Give me my goddamn star power. I'm sad. I haven't played Rock Band in a very long time. Oh gosh, Bean, talking about the super early on video games, the OG like handheld Yahtzee and all those random ones that literally everybody had in their bathrooms. Because, yep.
Guess we did.
Because we did. Oh gosh. Oh, what was the? I had a Power Rangers one. I used to play that so much. Oh my! I'm sorry. I'm having like a recovered memory right now. Like I haven't thought about that since I was like 8.
There was one that was a handheld version of Sonic too. It was awful.
Oh yeah, I don't think that.
Oh, all those
looking back, they
the
were
Tiger
so like
Electronics ones.
I'm pretty sure the Power Rangers game was really bad, but I just thought I was terrible at it, so like I played it so much to get good at it. Tal called us nerds. Yes, she's not wrong.
Always.
Also,
I own it.
Yeah, at this point, there's no shame. This is formative. Raging Lady Boner would like to know, spooky or spoopy? Which is correct for y'all?
It depends on the mood I'm in, I think.
Okay.
Sometimes, you're feeling a little goofier and you're spoopy. Sometimes, though, it's serious business time and then you have to be spooky.
I think Joey nailed it. Spoopy is when you're like, goofy or cute, and spooky's like, it's creepy time now.
Chad, I'll give you a shocking statement, shocking to no one. I am #spoopy 98% of the time.
Me too.
Yes.
I don't think I've used the word spooky since I've known that the word spoopy exists.
Uh-huh. Yes, exactly that. Like, as soon as I was like, oh, I'm sorry, is that an option? Can that be an option? Done. Nailed. Vernacular changed. Never going back. Yes. Yes, all the spoopy, scary skeletons. Ooh, okay. I have a question. What are your thoughts on Monster Mash, artists?
It's a
I try to
classic.
get a Monster Mash in at least once a Halloween.
Okay, now see, that sounded dirtier when you said it.
It was a graveyard smash.
Okay.
All right, is that what we're talking about, or is it something else?
Sometimes you graveyard smash.
Sometimes. You just got a graveyard
Spoopy versus spooky. Were we just talking about this?
Oh, God. Oh, yep. Oh, I love it. Dell also said that's how people get arrested. Not wrong.
Only to get caught.
Exactly. Also, again, my favorite goth daddy of Noel Fielding seems to be totally fine with me being in the graveyard, so goth daddy. Oh gosh. It's too good. Tal, I don't even know how to begin to say that. So
Tetra... Is that...
Tetrophilia?
Is that holes? Fear of holes?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, also, Tal wanted to know, what's it called when you wear a bikini as a costume? I was going to say, armor in any
it's a
video
philia,
game.
not a phobia.
Philia. Oh, yeah. Any video game that has a female character that wants to wear armor is wearing a bikini. But as Mean Girls taught me, you just put on, lingerie and animal ears, and you've got a costume. So.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, so
Probably.
Same as like Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Do we count Mean Girls as a Halloween movie because they have a big Halloween party in it?
You know.
Well, but they also have a Christmas dance in it, so
it's like Nightmare Before Christmas.
I was gonna say it transcends. It transcends the holidays. Yes,
It's a twice-a-year one. Yeah.
which I'm alright with. Trypophobia. I'm not gonna try these.
Trypophobia.
Trypophobia. Thank you.
That's holes,
Yeah,
right?
that's holes.
Holes is a good movie too.
I read
Sorry,
the book in high school.
So the library class that I taught that was Read, Watch, Draw, where we would read a book and then watch the movie based on it and create art based on both, we did Holes for one of them. And Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and Wizard of Oz were some of the ones which were very fun. Yep, sexy sloth costumes, here for that. Oh my gosh. So, I'm sorry, I'm full squirrel tonight. This is why we don't usually do these this late, because Emily can't focus. I couldn't tell you what season of it, because I don't know, and I only know it from a meme, but there was a woman who got eliminated off The Bachelor, because whatever season it was, that bachelor was a man who had not given himself to any woman as of yet, and so the contestant came out in a sloth costume and said, "I heard you like to take things slow." And she's my hero. And she got eliminated, and I'm like, that's bullshit, girl. You could do better, because that's a solid joke. Just want to put that out.
That's a good joke.
That's a good joke. I was like, you capitalized on the situation. I'm here for it.
Clearly, he didn't have a sense of humor. It would have never worked. She's better off.
Exactly. Yep. No, she's much better off. Oh. Okay. So teratophilia. Teratophilia? Does that sound right, Nicole?
I think so.
Okay. So that's the sexual attraction to either monsters or to deformed people. So I'm going to say to monsters.
I'm down for it.
That's the literal term for the monster smash. So. Also Talon, very big letters. I'm talking porn, Joey. Okay, so Dell poses a good question to us. Why are some animals sexy and other animals not? This is
Man, that is a good question.
It is a good question. I'm just like, duh, I'm a mouse.
Mice kind of sexy. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Bianca. I mean, you got Bianca, you got a Gidget, you got a...
That's true. Disney really filled our head with sexy mice.
You know, blame Disney. That's my answer. Whatever Disney sexualized as an animal, that's why.
Okay, but that's actually really good, because I'm thinking about it. I'm like, okay, any of the animals, I was like, yeah, I've got a kind of a thing for lions. I'm like, why do I have a thing for lions? I was like, cause Lion King 2. Hello. Hello.
I mean, Simba catching eyes at Nala. I mean, that was pretty
that face.
I'm just here because I'm a kid, but what is happening? This is not how I planned to learn about the birds and the bees, guys. What the heck?
These guys have big mommy daddy energy.
What up, PB? Thanks for joining us. It's gotten real weird. You should not be surprised, nor do I think you were. I was calling you out earlier for streaming Resident Evil, because we've been talking all things spoopy tonight.
I think I'm gonna make it. You were right. I can get it done.
Yeah, no one is surprised. Me especially. Dell also makes a great point with seeing sexy cat costumes but not sexy dogs. What I will say to that one is I only ever see well, no, that's not true. For Halloween, I predominantly see girls as sexy cats and guys as sexy dogs. When we are at Comic-Con,
cat boys all over.
Cat boys all over, and I'm sorry, some of them are so hot. I'm so mad about it because they look so good, and I'm just like, let me sit here in my trash panda dumpster and just look at you longingly in your adorable little bell and your crop top and your cropped shorts. And I'm thinking of one lovely gentleman in particular who was at Dragon Con and was a cat boy, and I'm just like, how? Okay. Yep. Also done, girls. Just yeah. Oh, Tal, yes. I saw your costume in the Discord. Tal has an amazing Plague Doctor costume coming up. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. I just realized I actually know what I'm going to do because I have been invited to a friend's house for Halloween, and they have a lovely and charming tiny little daughter, and she has made the request that everybody is going to be cats this year. So there is baby cat, mommy cat, and daddy cat, and I was extended the option to be a cat as well. So I think for the first time in about 25 years, I'm going to get to be a cat again for Halloween.
You're gonna roll in there and just skimble shanks it up.
Full unitard, full mane. Okay, so we did cats one year, but I was not in it for the dance production, so I don't actually have that. I missed that one, which I'm all right with, because cats, it unsettles me so greatly.
I don't know, Hunter. You might be too short to do set.
Aww. Just think tall, Hunter. Think tall. Stand proud.
We'll get you some platforms.
All right. Joey, would you like to show and tell first?
Sure.
All
so
right.
I was working on my West Virginia cryptid chibis. And I've got my cute little Mothman lady. I've got my cute little Flatwoods monster lady. I think these will be stickers soon.
I was just gonna say I need that and your little Mai Tai Pokemon.
I was gonna do another Pokemon as a drink tonight to add to the set, but
I need it. I need the stickers. I need that.
Like this set still needs the Snallygaster and the Grafton monster, and then this will be a set of 4. So
okay, I like it. I'm here for it. So. Where can people pressure you to finish this set and get them their stickers?
You can at me at Slooty Mage anywhere on the interwebs.
Excellent. We love it. We love it. Thank you so much. I love them so much. So cute. All right. Megan, would you like to go next?
Sure. I got a couple done. A few.
Heck, yeah.
So I got kind of a demon cat and bat mouse. Bat rat. Demon rat.
Bat rat's fun to say. I like bat rat. Also, I love the face on the cat. That's so good.
Thank you.
So and
then I did a quick, bunny demon and a jack-o'-lantern.
Aww. You're so fluffy.
So fluffy. It's so dangerous.
Yes, Tal is correct. Cute.
And then I was just working on, since we were doing creatures and magical things and monsters, I was like, well, I gotta draw Flare. He's my baby boy. So.
I love that. That's got just such great movement. It works so well. Thank you with your glow effects, killing it.
I am practicing the glow. I don't know why, but I'm into it this year.
Hey man, I support you. I love it. All right, and where can people find you, follow you, support you, all the things?
All of the things. Follow me on Instagram. I post there the most. It's Megan C Creates on Instagram. You can also use that screen name to find me on Etsy, where I sell my stuffs, and I may or may not make a sticker or print out of one of these. I haven't decided.
Yay! Once again, if anybody in chat wants to see this art in a way that they can buy it, hit us up! Yell at us artists, because sometimes we're not always good about following through and making things purchasable. So, let us know you want it, and we will make it happen. All right. And the lovely Nicole. Let's see. I'm super excited.
Yay!
All right.
My camera went blurry again. It does this all the time.
Oh, but the
hold on.
Okay, my mic's
there we go.
Oh.
Yeah. So, a cat and a dog.
That's so sweet.
I don't know.
I love it.
I love how they're almost like matching costumes. That's adorable.
Yeah. They're friends.
The dog tried.
He really did, though. And he's got the I tried face on, which I love.
The cat looks slightly disappointed, like, look, I did an A costume and I'm with this.
Yep.
Come on, bud. Come on. I expect more of you. Come on. Oh,
Cats
that's awesome.
Dogs.
All right. So if people can want to bug you about getting prints of these things, Nicole, where can they bug you?
You can find me on Twitch and Twitter and Instagram and TikTok at Mayor Squish. Yeah, I uploaded a new TikTok today and it flopped, so that's fun. I'm just kidding. And I also have an Etsy at Mayor Squish Art.
Yay! Awesome. Yes. Follow her. She is kicking butt. She's doing art every day. Her and Megan, they're putting us all to shame. So go give them some love, because that's not easy to do. Can confirm. Super not easy to do. All right. So I'm going to switch over my thing so you can see. I got my little yellow guy here. I don't know why it's kind of Kermit, but it's kind of Kermit.
It is kind of Kermit.
It's kind of Kermit. That's just where that
Kermit-ish.
happened. Kermit-ish, yeah, if he was a reptile instead of a frog, but I'm feeling it. And then the other little one is my little, very, Max from Where the Wild Things Are, but a little bit more evil. I guess Max and Heartless, if they were combined, but yeah, these are my little spoopy monsters. I did it, guys, I did it. I drew the spoopy things. And then all the way through.
They're cool.
All the way through.
You nailed that Tim Burton look, so.
Yeah, no, it's fun.
According to Wikipedia, Timothy Walter Burton is an American film director, producer, writer, and artist. He is known for his gothic fantasy and horror films such as Beetlejuice, Edward Scissorhands, The Nightmare Before Christmas, Ed Wood, Sleepy Hollow, Corpse Bride, Sweeney Todd, The Demon Barber of Fleet
Okay,
Street.
Echo.
and Frankie-
Oh, that's another
Thank
Halloween
you.
movie.
Anytime. Literally.
I don't think I can top that. That was fantastic. And I'm done. Oh my gosh. Thank
Nailed it.
you. Yeah, Beetlejuice. We didn't even call out Beetlejuice.
Oh my god, we totally
missed-
missed Beetlejuice.
We did. Shame on us. But y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with us. This was incredible. This was so much fun. We love you all so much. Thank you for bringing great conversation to us. We've got more awesome October Doodle Crew magic happening. If you would like to see us again, we will be back on Friday the 22nd. That will be a midday stream, and we're doing more spoopiness. It's October. We're just going to keep doing it. So come hang out, join us. If you have coming up, I think it's the next one. I think it might be. We are doing prompts from the chat. You want to see the artist draw some of your spoopy prompts? Throw them at us. We're gonna do that. Yeah. So I think the next one is, yes. Okay. So it's not the next one. I lied, because the lovely Hebe is gonna be on the next one. So for the next one, we are picking our own prompts from the amazing prompt list, but the one after that is going to be all chat supplied. So you get an extra week to come up with fun prompts to throw at the artist. So because you get me, whether you want me or not, if you want to make me uncomfortable and make me draw scary things, 2 episodes from now is your chance. You get one October chance to really try and scare me and make me draw stuff. So throwing that out there for you. But yes, we've got amazing people going to be on the next episode. Thank you to the amazing people who are on this episode. We love all of y'all. Of course, follow us across the internet at a Doodle Crew Draw. If you want to see stuff, all of these episodes go up onto my YouTube. There's a whole separate playlist for season 2. There's also all the season 1 episodes, all the interview episodes with these amazing creators who are on screen with me now. And if you want to find out anything else that we're doing, I'm obnoxious about it. Follow me across the internet at S1 I post not as much as I should, but I try. So thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your night and get spoopy. Goodbye.